Hi, I'm Bobby from Geeky Bobbin. I'm going to show you how I trim down my square blocks to get rid of the dog ears and to make sure that when I put blocks together, I'll have perfect points on these diagonals. For my glitch quilt pattern, it's important to square up the blocks so that I can get those 45-degree angles to look just right once I put my blocks together. I want to be able to sew that 1/4-inch seam and know that my diagonal lines are either going to make a continuous line or a perfect pointed V, depending on which way the blocks are assembled. My favorite ruler for squaring up my blocks is the Stripology Squared ruler. It has a line that goes all the way around at 8.5 inches that helps me to center my block. And it also has this 45-degree dashed line that I can line up with the middle seam. Once I get that perfectly lined up, I can trim off the two sides and know that those lines are going to be parallel and the right distance apart. Then I simply turn the block 90 degrees and I can do the other two sides. So I've already trimmed off the bottom and the top, and I line those up with the 8.5-inch square. I double check my diagonal seam, and then I can trim off the two remaining sides. My block is now perfectly squared up. Let's see how that works with a regular ruler. I've got a 12.5-inch square ruler here. I line up my 45-degree seam, I line up the two edges that are under the ruler with the 8.5-inch line, and then I trim the right side and the top of the block. Then I rotate the block 180 degrees and I line it up again. I trim the other two sides. Now, if you look really closely at this corner of the block, you'll see that that darker green doesn't quite come to the 8.5-inch line. It's about 1/8 of an inch shy. Thankfully, I know how to compensate for that, but I didn't want to have that diagonal line not be at the 45-degree. That way, when I put my blocks together, they'll be just perfectly lined up. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and check out the links below, including a link to buy the glitch pattern and the Stripology Squared ruler. Happy stitching! If you like the look of the glitch quilt, you can head over to geekybobbin.com and join the glitch along. From August 19th to October 27th, a huge group of us are going to be making this quilt together. You can also head over to my Instagram page and check out #glitchalong to see some inspiration from other makers.